Yes, sometimes. You want to do the pounding or should I do it? You can do it. Yeah. Mother. It's the Carton Show. Good morning to you.
Yeah, he's going to be insufferable today.
I told you guys over a week ago that Ezekiel Elliott to the Jets made sense as a placeholder for their stud rookie, Breece Hall. So Elliott announced yesterday, and this is from him, so we can buy it, that he's going to play football this year, and he's down to 3 teams, the New York Jets. Breece Hall was on his way to becoming Offensive Rookie of the Year, tore his ACL in the game against the Broncos. Cincinnati Bengals have a dilemma on their hands because Joe Mixon can't seem to stay out of trouble. He's been acquitted or exonerated of the 2 recent things.
Yeah.
You know, the gun in the backyard with the kid with the nerve thing, and the woman who claims that he was physically violent with her. So you have to acknowledge that he was exonerated for both, but he's been in the news for bad things. And then you have the Eagles, who lost out on Miles Sanders. He went to Carolina this year. So Ezekiel is going to play football. He wants to potentially play for the New York Jets. Well, Breece Hall and Michael Carter are currently on the Jets. And oops, seems like Breece Hall done what? Ezekiel Elliott coming over to New York. I think we good. And listen, that's called insecurity.
Yes, it is.
And that's called also being supportive of your brothers who are going to start the season healthy, knock on wood. But that got deleted right quick. Which makes me think that someone was like, yo, he's coming. You better take that tweet down because, like when you went to Washington, as you told us yesterday, there was bad blood and you didn't even do anything. And you had to figure it out before you played your first game, right?
Correct.
Walk us through that.
Well, that's a rookie making a rookie mistake. I mean, open his mouth and not even knowing the climate of the situation. I mean, obviously, you want to go out there and you want to perform. Obviously, you had an ACL injury. You want to come back and with a big boost. But this guy is a proven veteran.
And no one's saying that Ezekiel Elliott is what he was 3 years ago. He knows he's not. That's why the Cowboys franchised Tony Pollard.
He's a fall forward guy. You know, he's going to get those tough yards when you need him to. But, like, for someone to come out and say that about him, like, you would want the most help you can get.
No, we good. We good.
Nah, we good. But, like, at what point are you good? You know?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when they told me you were coming to do the show, I said the same thing. But to your credit, it's worked out really great.
You needed me to come on this show. You needed me to come on this show, Mr. Clean, all right? Listen here. You got the same shirt for the last 3 days, but with a different color. I need to make this whole set look good right now. You're wearing my man Cody.
You are wearing a tiger, though.
You keep trying.
I am, because you know why? I told you earlier, I do not want to literally let my beast out, so I contained it in a very small way.
He's a complicated man, Josh.
He's starting to bite his elbows.
All right, so here's the deal. So just from a torn ACL standpoint, look, he got hurt like early October, right? Listen, it's a year. Other than Adrian Peterson, it's a year. That's it.
6 months, AP. But, sometimes, guys.
That being said, like the fact that he deleted the tweet makes me think someone at the Jets was like, yo, my man, like he's a good chance he's coming here. Why get off on the wrong foot with the guy? He is a veteran.
You're being nice about that.
It's interesting, It's just interesting that you're a veteran towards the end of your career, and the 3 teams you pick, you have to think that he's saying to himself, man, I've never been to a Super Bowl. I want to go to a team that I think, assuming they'd want me, has a chance of winning a Super Bowl. What's interesting is that a lot of people, because Aaron Rodgers is now clearly at some point going to be a Jet, they become a favored destination. If you're a veteran willing to play on a veteran minimum contract, and the goal is to try to steal a ring before the end of your career, all of a sudden the Jets make a lot of sense for the next year, maybe 2.
They do.
Yeah, but it's enticing. It goes back to who is coming to the Jets.
Right, it's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers brings dudes with him like honey brings whatever they bring.
What?
Bees, I think.
You nailed it.
What is it?
I'm not quite sure what the thing is with the bees and the honey. I don't know. I think maybe they make honey,
like
then the bears come in, they eat the honey.
Got honey? Is that
Let me move on from that.
Okay, let's move on from that.
I'm confusing myself, to be honest.
This is just Tom Brady to Tampa all over again. You said yesterday you didn't like the idea of Rodgers being the GM, but it's working. Look at everyone that's just migrating over to the Jets.
I'm coming around to it, guys. I didn't want Aaron Rodgers to be a Jet, but I'm coming around to the fact that we are taking a shot at it. Now, historically, it doesn't always work. The Lakers try to get Carmelo a championship, right? Doesn't work. It doesn't always play out. The Miami Dolphins, years ago, before you guys were born, tried to get Dan Marino a championship.
Correct.
They signed every legitimate, first ballot Hall of Famer that still had 2 legs to try to win. They did. It doesn't work just because you have a big name. Now, Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, top 5 defense, and legitimate wide receiver talent, they've got a shot, but I'm not making them the favorites to win it.
But I mean, Tom Brady did leave from New
England to Tampa, right?
Tampa.
Yeah.
I think they did win a Super Bowl
Yes.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, Ben.
Yes, it happens from time to time. Sure.
And Aaron Rodgers is in that conversation.
Yes.
As one of the best to ever do it.
Just ask him.
So why would me not want to see what I saw in the past and actually put it into my future as if I have a shot to go to the Super Bowl? This could be the quickest way, like you said,
I'm with
to
you.
get there.
Listen, I own the fact as a Jet fan that Aaron Rodgers changes the landscape for us as Jet fans. And look, you still got to worry about Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You got to win your division. Josh Allen's going to have something to say about that. So is Tua down in Miami. They fortified their team on both sides of the ball. You do have to deal with the reality that Jacksonville is better. Like, it ain't a cakewalk, but I will agree the New York Jets are now in the conversation. The one thing I can't figure out, and maybe you could help me out with this, I've always said that my favorite owner in all of sports is Jerry Jones.
Yes.
I can't figure out for the life of me what the heck the Dallas Cowboys are doing.
Wake up, Jerry.
So they get Stephon Gilmore towards, he's not the guy he was 3-4 years ago, but still a legitimate, top-end cornerback playing the other side of the field from Diggs. They lose Dalton Schultz. They lose Noah Brown. They lose Connor McGovern. They've re-signed Cooper Rush. Woo!
That's a winner.
I'm trying to figure out why the Dallas Cowboys are sitting back idly, essentially, and not making major moves to take a run at a Super Bowl while Jerry Jones can still enjoy it. Can you walk me through that?
I mean, they have been making moves this offseason.
Not significant moves, though, no.
What's not significant about bringing over Gilmore? What's not significant about bringing over Cooks?
Right.
What's not significant
It's
about
not
bringing over-
significant. You're talking about guys that have seen their better days.
I mean, come on, but at the end of the day, look at it. What is significant out there? What? You tell me.
I think an Odell Beckham Jr. is significant. DeAndre Hopkins is significant.
To Cooks, though?
Yes.
How?
Cooks isn't great.
Oh, my God.
Cooks is good. He ain't great.
He's not. So Odell is great.
I believe Odell Beckham is a difference maker.
Okay, but to Cooks?
Yeah, compared
How?
to Cooks, yes.
I mean, Cooks actually had a 6,000-yard receiving.
In his career. Right.
What's not great about that?
He's not a difference maker.
He's not a difference
And I know he played for a bad
He
team.
can play every spot. He can play slot. He can play outside. I mean, Odell can do those things too, but in a sense of, all right, if I need a big play every single time and I know I can depend on this guy, has he been hurt? Has he had these injuries in the situations that happen? No. Exactly. So
He's
I can
more
depend
reliable.
on him.
Yeah.
He's more reliable.
Yeah.
He's for my system. And I know that. And I have a guaranteed fact that he's not going to interrupt that.
Right.
So do you?
Yeah, I'd rather have Odell Beckham.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
because he's a difference maker.
Okay, but he just had a knee surgery.
Yeah.
You just said Brandon Cooks has seen better days. Odell's seen better days. He hasn't seen the field in
The
over a
Dallas
year.
Cowboys brought 2 guys in who are beyond their prime, and while are they upgrades? Yes, they're upgrades.
That's what I'm saying. How are these guys any bit washed up?
Yeah.
If they want to really talk about something, we will speak to the fact that we got to get Dak on the same page with everything.
Yes.
They want to speak to it.
I just don't know what the hell Dallas
to
is
do
doing.
with the guys. They was there last year.
I can't tell you that the Dallas Cowboys today are a much better football team than they were at the end of last year. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.